Welcome back to the den. I'm Tobin, and in this video I want to do my quick 5 of Macduffs Soap Company. Out of a total of 16, I've narrowed it down to my favorite 5, starting with number 5, working my way down to my favorite. Out of the total of 16, there's only one that I really didn't put into consideration for this, and that's because it's my newest fragrance. Just received it the other day, but haven't had a chance to shave with it yet, and that's the Dark Sky Preserve. I have a feeling that this one may become a favorite one day, but I haven't used it. I don't know enough about it to factor it into this top 5. So with that being said, let's get into this. Sean is the artisan at Macduffs. The company is named after his pup, and me being a dog guy, I think it's super cool. So Sean is the artisan. Macduffs is the mascot, his dog, and he started his company in 2017. It started partially because they were into urban homesteading and like self-sufficiency projects, and then that from there it grew into the men's grooming that we currently see today in 2018. So this is basically the 5th year anniversary of Macduffs grooming, kind of ish. Let's get into this. Number 5 is a perfect fragrance for those hot summer days that are coming right around the corner. Icefield Parkways. The fragrance notes: eucalyptus dives, spearmint, corn mint, peppermint, cedarwood, eucalyptus globus. Really, really good. Minty, peppery, slight woodiness to it. There's no menthol at all in the splash, but a couple of interesting facts. So there's over 700 species of eucalyptus trees, and something else that I learned is 75% of the vegetation in Australia is one species of eucalyptus or another. Now, while there's no direct menthol in the splash or in the soap, the spearmint and the peppermint contain large amounts of menthol naturally. Peppermint is anywhere, generally speaking, right? We're talking about organic material, so there can be differences. But generally speaking, peppermint consists of 30 to 40% menthol. Corn mint is up to 80% menthol, and spearmint will have a low concentration of menthol. Spearmint is generally sweeter and more subtle. It's really cool. I like how he's done the eucalyptus dives first and then the globus last. There's 3 common types of eucalyptus that's used, and that's eucalyptus dives, globus, and radiatia is how you pronounce it, radiatia. Globus being basically the strongest, dives being in the middle, and then radiatia, which isn't in this, is the mildest. And so with that dives at the middle, we come into that herby, woody, minty, got it on the back of my right hand here, herby, minty, woody, foresty type scent, and then you immediately start, working your way into the real strong mints. But then that's grounded and rounded out with that cedarwood, and then the eucalyptus globus, which helps. I think it's helping to carry that eucalyptus scent even further, because you have the dives in the beginning, but then that globus really just helps carry it out through the day. Slightly sweet off the top, minty, peppery, amazing summer fragrance. Icefields Parkway, number 5. Number 4 is my wife's favorite fragrance from Macduffs, and that's Autumn Cabin. This was actually the first of the Cabin series. For those who don't know, he has autumn, winter, spring, and summer. I have all 4 of those, but recently this past year, he also came out with Haunted Cabin, and then, was it just Christmas Cabin? I think so. I don't own either one of those. I hope to pick them up next year. And if I remember correctly, this past year was the first year that it came out. So I do have the 4 seasons. I just don't have the 2 seasonals. Toasted maple, fir needle, balsam fir, juniper, cedarwood, vanilla, pear, lemon, and cardamom. The pear and the lemon, I can't pick out. And I've tried. I believe they're just working in the background, helping to bring up the cardamom and the vanilla. This is a deep, woody fragrance. A lot of depth going on to it. You get the maple right off the top. Oh, wrong hand. I still get the maple. I put this on maybe an hour ago. I can still pick up the maple. You get slight hints of vanilla through the dry down. This is an amazing winter, fall, and I think spring fragrance. And I would wear this on any summer night. Like, wear it to dinner and then wear it out on a summer night. Absolutely. Number 4, Autumn Cabin. The top 3 are almost a dead even tie. I've been giving this lots of thought the last several months or so as I've been preparing myself to do a series of quick 5 videos. Number 3 is Crow's Nest. This is the V3 label. It's in the V3 tub. And you can see here, this different size. These were deeper tubs. The new V4 that just came out recently, I'll put a picture of that right there so you know what to look for if you go shopping for it. All of these are available at the Shave Supply with the exception of Autumn Cabin. Autumn Cabin, he has a bath bar left over, which Sean makes a killer bath bar, by the way. Quick sidebar. I have Kananaskis bath bar, killer bath bar. And so he has the Autumn Cabin bath bar, but the rest, the other 4 in this countdown, he does have in stock, the Soap and Splash. Crow's Nest. I absolutely love this fragrance. Real quickly, the scent notes are spice, citrus, bay leaf, vanilla, tobacco, leather, musk, cedar, oak moss. With the way I scoop, it almost looks like I haven't used it, but you can actually look up here in the corner and see that I've actually used quite a bit. But depending on how I hold it, it doesn't look like I've used it at all. But I assure you, there's probably been 15 shaves out of this. I really like the new label. So I had the opportunity to assist Sean, the artisan, with his solid cologne. And so while I don't have the V4 version that is currently out there, he sent me a beta test and I helped work with him with the solid cologne. The solid colognes are available on his website. I don't believe Gareth at the Shave Supply has any whatsoever. But one thing I do like about his solid colognes is I also really like to, it's kind of waxy. And then I believe what you buy from him now will be a little less waxy. But I also like to use beard balms, or solid colognes rather, as like a beard wax. That's actually what I have in my beard, my mustache, and my French tickler right now is his solid cologne. But this fragrance, I have it up here, some of the Splash and this V4. When he redid the fragrance, what he did is he went with more natural essential oils and just makes the fragrance more lively, if you will. I can't recommend Crow's Nest enough. Like, I can't. If you love outdoor fragrances whatsoever, this thing is a banger, and I need to do a review of it. I'd like to pick up the V4, but I just haven't brought myself to do it yet. There's so many soaps out there to buy. But number 4, Crow's Nest. Right after I said it, I said number 4, Crow's Nest. But if you're following along and paying attention, like I'm not, you know that Crow's Nest was number 3. Number 2, I've done a review, a video of this one. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to check out the full review. And I'll say it right this time. Kananaskis. I pronounced it wrong in my video, and I knew better, but I'm a space case. Kananaskis. And it's actually Kananaskis Explorer. Balsam pine, juniper berries. And juniper berries are peppery, woody, resinous type fragrance. blue spruce, fir needle, tree resin, and patchouli. Oh man. If you watch my review, you might notice that I drool all over this fragrance. This fragrance and the next one in my top 5 are easily my favorite outdoor fragrances. There's a couple of others by other artisans that I absolutely love. If I had to pick 1 or 2 outdoor fragrances, it would be Kananaskis Explorer or my next one. Given a lot of thought since this fragrance came out last year for the first time. Last spring it came out. It just came back 2 weeks ago. Easily my favorite outdoor fragrance. A collaboration between the Shave Supply Gareth and Sean at Macduffs. Black Rock. So damn good. I've also done a review of this one. I'll put a link to the description. In the description, I'll put a link to it. Black Rock is citrus, cedar, sea salt, driftwood, rose, fir, cucumber, rhododendron, and forest floor. I'll never forget the review that I did with it last year. I was getting over a bout of COVID that had kicked my butt, and I was out in the pouring rain. Had been homebound, and I was just so sick and tired of being so sick and tired, and I forced myself to hike this mountain in the rain, and I was wearing a Save Ferris Bueller shirt, but by the time I was done, I was kind of feeling like maybe it was a Save Tobin kind of day. But I trekked on, did a makeshift rain cover with my umbrella, hung it up in the trees, did some MacGyvering, but I made it through that. This is currently available. It won't be around forever. I know Gareth still has some in stock. I double checked with all the stuff just before I started making this video. I went to his website and checked it all out. It doesn't get any better than Black Rock when it comes to an outdoor fragrance that is wearable, and between the base and the fragrance and the post shave that you get from Sean's stuff. Black Rock. If you only buy 1 outdoor fragrance this year, get Black Rock while you still can. Like, for real. I love it. I want to thank you for joining me today for my top 5 from Macduffs. I love all these fragrances, especially the top 3. I always want to have that top 3 in my den. No doubt, well, top 4, because the wife loves Autumn Cabin, right? So got to have what Mama likes. What Mama likes, I like. I really do like it, though. I really do like Autumn Cabin. It's the little big things. Yeah, the thoughts that are going through my head, I'll save for a rant video. Be kind to each other. It's only shaving. It's only shaving. And I love you. You love me. We're one. Matthew Lawrence always comes back into my mind. He said I'm not, I shouldn't be singing, but I want to sing. Y'all take care of yourself. Thanks for joining me. Check out Macduffs if you never have before. And if you don't have Black Rock, you gotta have it. Take care. Thanks again.